Get started. We'll start by settling the physical body in a posture that's suitable for meditation. So we keep our feet flat and we think about maintaining a straight spine. You can think about like a beam of light going from the tailbone up to the top of the back of the head, not wanting that beam of light to be broken, or like a stack of coins, not wanting those coins to fall over, just as a way to help us check in with making sure that we don't start to slouch or to lean, and keep our hands in our lap with the right over the left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching or resting on the knees. And just scan through the body, seeing if you're holding tension, trying to relax into a stable, comfortable position. And try to think about moving your attention away from the room and also away from any plans or ruminations that you've been dealing with so far today. Just giving yourself this time just for meditation and thinking that you can pick up all of those tasks and ideas later on. So we can start to use the breath, physical sensation of the breath as it moves into and back out of the tip of the nostrils as a way of anchoring your awareness in the present moment, helping you to shift away from engaging with anything happening in your environment and also anything that is competing for your attention in the mind. Breathing naturally and normally and just trying to hold your attention on whatever present moment physical sensations arise, letting go again and again of anything that isn't that present moment physical sensation. and establish a virtuous motivation for your effort this morning, thinking about the process of using meditation to achieve your own spiritual goals, and how the benefits of those goals accrue not only to oneself, but also to all other sentient beings, and how those benefits are so useful and needed for oneself and also for others. So, really wanting to offer that, really genuinely wanting to be able to give that gift to others. I'm thinking this is principally what motivates me. Then we'll look at some antidotes to frustration, to anger, to being in conflict. We'll use meditation as a tool to try to practice applying antidotes to things that have happened, with the understanding that by repeating that kind of experience again and again, and over time in daily life, these antidotes, these other ways of thinking will start to become more essential to how I approach life. Then I'll be able to remember and apply these antidotes in real time. But that depends on becoming familiar with them in meditation. So bring to mind one or two times in the last couple of months when someone said or did something you felt was unkind or thoughtless, something that disturbed you, caused agitation, and maybe your response was also influenced by that agitation in a negative way. if you could pick events that are maybe a bit more mundane rather than extremely emotionally charged, those can be easier to start with. So just start by kind of slowly replaying this memory, starting with a minute or two before anything that you feel like was the cause of your agitation, your frustration, your anger, before your mind was disturbed. Then moving forward slowly through the event to after. Here we're really trying to notice the subtle shifts in the mind, momentary changes, trying to use introspective awareness to get some insight into how that event unfolded. Try to pay attention to parts of that process where you can perhaps notice, did the mind become guarded even at the first moment of observing this person? Or as this memory unfolds, are there places where I interpreted or told myself a particular story? Did I ascribe a particular motivation to the other person? Did I tell myself that they're always like this? Try to find thoughts that go above just observing what was happening, thoughts that actually tell a story to yourself that's not really supported by what's happening. Assumptions, projections. Look, look for those two kinds of mental events. Try to think about the event as a whole and try to see, did anything really change? Have I really been harmed in any way? Before this event happened, I had the potential to develop my mind, to fully awaken. After this event happened, I still have the potential to fully awaken. There's no actual change to my mind. There's only an interpretation given to some words or some actions. And if I feel an injury, try to really investigate what is injured. Where does that sense of woundedness come from? What does it relate to? Where is it findable? Try to really look and search and see what you can find. And try to turn your attention to remembering other times in the past when this person has shown you kindness. Perhaps you picked a person that you didn't know very well. In that case, you can try to imagine times when they've shown other people kindness, people in their family. But if you do have a history with them, try to remember all of the times when they did say a kind thing or they were thoughtful. Try to make as many specific examples as you can using your memory, using your imagination. All of the times when you observed that they demonstrated good qualities, kindness, compassion, generosity. Then make a determination to try to remember the next time we're in a difficult situation where anger or frustration might arise, to try to notice as soon as we can if the mind is expecting some sort of harm that has not happened. We're armoring ourselves against someone We're using projection and assumption to tell ourselves a story. And then when that happens, we notice that that's happening, we just start to tell ourselves a different story, a more constructive story, a story where we recognize that this person also has good qualities, and that those good qualities are really a reflection of who they are and not the delusions that they might be experiencing in a particular moment. And when you're ready, we'll come back together. And then we'll dedicate to recollect your motivation and recollect the efforts that you made to actualize that motivation, and just have a sense of giving away, offering that energy for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking, may that energy ripen in the best way to support my own spiritual growth and development, to provide me the tools to work more and more effectively for the benefit of all sentient beings. And may that energy serve as a cause for my eventual enlightenment. May it clear away any obstacles facing His Holiness the Dalai Lama's long life, the long life of Lama Zopa Rinpoche, and all of my spiritual guides. Thank you.